The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of IBEW Local 369 Central Kentucky High School basketball starts now.
Welcome to Tuesday Night High School Basketball on Glycod. I'm Chris LaBar along with Murray Garvin. Tonight it's LCA and Tates Creek and Murray. This LCA backcourt, very formidable.
Very formidable. They have started 152 games total together. They got a three-guard combination that I'd put up against anyone in the 11th region.
Eagles a little bit revamped. They've got three new football players they'll work in. What do you expect from them tonight?
Well, LCA is a high execution offensive team, very disciplined, very deliberate in their approach offensively. I look for a big night from Anderson Green. But again, I mentioned the three-guard combination that they have, and I look for them to lead this team tonight.
Tates Creek is 1-2. They're still trying to get their way with Jared Gay in year 7.
Yes, they're a young team. They graduated great experience last year in Eric Hackett. Coach Gay expressed that they're trying to grow up on the fly in the 11th region. There's no night offs. So this is a great matchup to start the 43rd district play, and let's see what we get tonight.
These two teams met 3 times last year. Average margin of victory, 4 points. We expect a great one tonight. So glad you joined us. Up next, we'll chat with both head coaches.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cardtown Kia. You can't beat the powerful design of the new 2024 Sportage.
It's your choice. The new 2023 Kia Sportage, just $349 down and $349 per month, or the new 2023 Kia Sorento, just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you.
Live tonight from TatesCreekGlycod.com presents Central Kentucky High School basketball. LCA against the Commodores. Fifth-year LCA head coach Ted Hall joins me. And Ted, 1-1 to start the year, coming off a loss to a good Ballard team over the weekend. How would you assess where you guys are now?
I think we're a work in progress. We all really like our team, and we think we have a lot of potential. This group has essentially been together a little over a week now. So it's going to take us some time to figure it out and figure out rotations that we like and what we do best offensively, what we do best defensively. So patience is going to be a big deal for us. I know it's hard to have patience, but it's this is a long season, so it's going to take some time. But we really like our guys.
How much do you like that backcourt with three prolific scorers?
Yeah, that's been nice, and those are guys that have been around for a long time for us, and they know the system. They have a lot of talent, and those guys really have played well for us.
What is your system, Coach?
We like to push the ball. Coach Siemens does a great job with our running game, and we feel like we've got guys who can run the floor. We feel like we have good athletes, but we also have some guys that in the half court that we like to post up. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily like to do, play with their back to the basket now, but we have some guys that are effective with it. So we try to, in our half court stuff, we really try to get guys in the post as much as we can.
Tates Creek is 1-2. They played a couple of very tight ball games. What's your critique of the Commodores?
They're always tough for us to play against. Defensively, they play hard. They make every pass tough. Good rebounding. They're hard to keep off the glass. Offensively, they always have guys that can really attack us off the dribble. And they also always have guys that are good offensive rebounders. And so keeping them off the offensive glass is tough. So even they can have a tough shooting night but still be effective offensively because they rebound so well. They have done that every single time we have played them. So we know it's going to be tough.
Played them 3 times last year, won them all by an average of 4 points. So what's been the secret?
The secret is we just try not to think about it and just try to get out of the gym as quickly as we can. So that's kind of been the thing. There's also been some years where it's been flipped, where they've won the close games, and those games always come down to a hit shot, a missed shot, a turnover here or there. So it's those games last year, you could probably point to 2 or 3 possessions. If they'd have gone the other way, then they would have won.
I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Head coach Ted Hall of LCA. Be right back after this on Glycod.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us, and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks.
All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School. Chris LeBar along with Murray Garvin. This is a girls-boy doubleheader, LCA and Tates Creek right now. 5:37 remaining in the girls match. It's Tates Creek 40, LCA 38. We will hopefully interview the winning coach and player in between games, so we look forward to bringing you that. Welcome aboard, Murray.
Chris, I'm delighted to be here, man. This is a dream come true. I always said after coaching I wanted to get into broadcasting, and you gave me a shot, so I'm grateful to Glycod and look forward to an absolutely great basketball game.
Should be a great one to start. This LCA team against Tates Creek, two teams that are very different in many ways.
Yes, they are very different. Tates Creek usually likes to go up and down, will get in your face and pressure you the full length of the court. And LCA is a more methodical approach, very deliberate on the offensive end, and they have a 3-guard lineup that is second to none in the 11th region.
Anderson, Green, Saxton, Howard, Hagan, Preston, all three of those guys, Green averaging 29, Howard 20, Preston 17 points. And 9 boards. How does Tates Creek massage and manage what they're going to face in the backcourt?
Well, I look for Coach Gay to change up the defenses, try to keep LCA off balance so they don't get comfortable running versus man-to-man or zone. That's something that's been a staple during his tenure here at Tates Creek. You may see man, you may see zone, may see a mixture of both in one possession. So we'll see.
LCA coming off a very solid season, a 20-game winner last year, losing in the 11th region quarters at Frederick Douglass, but only one senior on the roster, and that's Henry Clay transfer Peyton Mayhorn.
Yes, Mayhorn will give them a dimension that LCA hadn't had in some time. A big man in the middle. I thought that was something that was missing from their team last year and may have gotten them over the hump against some of the bigger teams in the region, but adding Mayhorn this year, I think it's going to be a major, major plus sign for LCA.
We're looking forward to bringing you this one, Tates Creek boys and LCA boys. Up next, we'll chat with Jared Gay. And Murray caught up with Coach Gay just a bit ago. We'll have that conversation for you on the way back from Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglass High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? No! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Coach, you got your district opener tonight against LCA. How do you feel about the matchup?
I'm excited. It's early in the season, so both teams are trying to figure out their identity. But we are excited. It's a district game. LCA put us out last year in the district, so we're a little bit hungry. But again, we're excited. My teams, I think they're going to compete, and we're going to see what happens after that.
Anderson Green, he's averaging 28 a game in an early season, had 30-plus points against Ballard. What's your matchup look like for him tonight? We're
going to throw multiple defenses at LCA and Anderson, give him different looks. He's a really good shooter when his feet is set. He can post. He killed us last year posting up, but we're just going to give him multiple looks. Hopefully we can throw off his rhythm, probably attack him on the defensive end, get him in foul trouble.
I know you graduated one of my favorite players that I really enjoyed watching him play, the Hackett kid.
Yes.
He's gone, and I know that he was the heartbeat of your program. Mm-hmm. How do you replace a kid like that, and has it been a struggle early on?
Yeah, it's been a struggle just because you got basically a whole new team. You're just trying to figure out who can fill those shoes. We got a couple kids, young kids, Stephen Franklin. He's a sophomore. He's averaging about 17, had a big night against Henry Clay the other night. But just, again, when you got a kid like Eric Hackett who can fill it up, shoot it from anywhere, trying to replace that is going to take some time. So that's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. And lastly, you've been in 2 overtime games already.
Yes.
So you're battle tested in close games. If this game comes down to the wire, I would really like to see how your team would perform, with the game on the line and district standing implications. How do you feel about another close game?
Well, a close game, we'll be fine with it. Hopefully third time's the charm. With the overtime, we can come out with the victory. But again, those 2 overtime games, we found a way. The first time, second time we did, and I think the third time, if it happens tonight, hopefully we on the winning side of it. We're going to compete. No matter if it's overtime, regulations, or whatnot, we're going to compete. We're going to fight to the end. So, again, hopefully we get the victory.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time again. Here with head coach, Coach Gay of Tates Creek High School, getting ready for a 43rd district battle against LCA.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us, and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back live at Tates Creek High School. First time Glycod has produced a broadcast here. Thank you to Larry Pointer, Athletic Director of Tates Creek, for having us. And what a great facility, Murray.
It's absolutely phenomenal what they've done over here at Tates Creek. A little backstory. Tates Creek was actually the first school that I coached basketball at. Back in 1998, I was an assistant coach here for legendary coach Nolan Barger. So for my first broadcast, Chris, to be back at Tates Creek, it's done went full circle.
This program is a proud history. However, it's been a minute since they've been to the Sweet 16 back in 1991.
Yes, led by Darren Horn and Robbie Boone and John Mark Stewart. That tells you that I've really been into high school basketball in Kentucky for a long time.
Take a look at some of those numbers. It is early, but the 65 points per game, giving up 69. Is that a focal point of Coach Gay at this point of the year?
Well, again, he graduated so many kids that was prominent scores for them, and I believe they are searching for an identity right now. He told me that he wanted to make sure that they got back to Tates Creek basketball, and that's being aggressive on the offensive glass and creating second chance points. And that's something that he said has been lacking early in the season.
They played a couple of very tight ball games, one overtime game, another double overtime game. They have split those. And this Commodore team here in this building always seem to be a little bit better than they are on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Home court advantage playing here on Center Parkway, as they call it, Center Parkway built. That's one of the mottos of Tates Creek High School. I look for them to come out hard and compete. And again, it's a district game, so these games have implications that go into the playoffs, and you want to make sure that you give your best effort and have a great performance in district competition.
These two teams will meet again in the latter portion of the schedule. And while we've got a minute, let's talk about a big critical rule change this year, Murray, in case folks don't know, revolving around free throws.
Yes, no more bonus. No more bonus. After the 5th foul, you start shooting 2 shots. And that will make a difference. You know, sometimes your strategy as a coach is you want to foul the lowest percentage free throw shooter for your opponent, and now they get a chance to make 2. So that kind of changes your strategy late in games.
LCA and Tates Creek, the girls game right now, 28 seconds left. Tates Creek trailed for much of the first half. They are leading 49-41. There you see 19.2 left, so we will keep things here until this game is complete. We hope to chat with the winning coach and a player in between games with the boys matchup to tip in the vicinity of 8 o'clock. Our first broadcast this season at Tates Creek. So glad to be here. And this LCA team from a girls' perspective, undefeated. They were 3-0 coming in, coached by Tim Bradshaw. And Tates Creek coached by longtime high school coach Jana Costner, and we hope to chat with the victorious coach in between games. There you see the LCA sideline, providing you some bonus coverage. As they say, it's now 50-41, and Tates Creek appears on their way as LCA banks in a three. It'll be 50-44 with about 12 seconds left in this game. We'd like to remind you this broadcast is authorized by Tates Creek High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. So with LCA girls down 6 with 11.9 to play, Tates Creek will have to inbound. And the Eagles well north of the foul limit, so Tates Creek, upon a foul call, will shoot 2 free throws. So the Commodores to pitch it in play. Nice snapshot of Coach Bradshaw's sneaks. And Creek will inbound, and the foul with 8.5 left. Take a look at a couple of upcoming broadcasts. Busy week here on Glycod. Bryan Station girls, undefeated, by the way, 3-0 to start their year. They'll take on Louisville Male tomorrow. Friday, J-Town, Henry Clay. And then a pair a week from tonight, girl-boy doubleheader on the farm. Look forward to bringing you all 4 of those here in the coming 7 days here on Glycod. Both free throws knocked in for Tates Creek, and Lady Commodores on their way. And that's going to do it. So Tates Creek girls a winner 52-44. We will have Murray Garvin lasso Coach Costner and hopefully get some post-game comments from her as we take a quick pause. The boys game to tip around 8 o'clock right now. LCA girls fall to Tates Creek girls 52-44. Be right back. More coverage on Central Kentucky High School basketball on the other side from Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast signs, make your statement.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
In between games, as we welcome you back to Tates Creek High School. Tates Creek Lady Commodores defeat the LCA Lady Eagles 52-44 final score. Tates Creek now 2-1 on the season. LCA falls to 3-1. Commodores led today by Miracle Morbley with 16 points, including 5 of 6 free throw shooting. Isabel Ellison contributes 10 points in 26 minutes off the bench. Lady Commodores 21 of 26 from the foul line, and that will be a huge speaking point from Coach Costner. I would assume very happy with her team's free throw shooting efforts. Again, they were down by 5 points at half, trailed by 7 after 1. So a great come from behind win tonight for LCA, rather for Tates Creek. LCA, they fall to 3-1, 2 players in double figures. Chapel Brown with 10 points and 11 rebounds. And then Jericho Castle, 7 points and 10 boards. Only 6 bench points for LCA. And they struggled shooting today. They were 6 of 23 from 3 and only 4 of 10 from the foul line. So a huge discrepancy in free throws as the LCA girls basically what is at a minus 17 from the foul line. And they were also a plus 13 on the glass. So a glimmer of hope for LCA is their plus 13 on the backboard, but then minus 17 at the foul line. The boys to tip in about 16 minutes. We will step aside. More coverage of Central Kentucky High School basketball when we come right back on Glycod.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School. In between games in the girl-boy doubleheader of LCA and Tates Creek Lady Commodores victorious in the opening leg, 52-44. We'll step aside. More coverage on the way back from Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cardtown Kia. You can't beat the powerful design of the new 2024 Sportage.
It's your choice. The new 2023 Kia Sportage, just $349 down and $349 per month, or the new 2023 Kia Sorento, just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cardtown Kia. Visit their showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville, or browse their inventory at CardtownKiaUSA.com. Cardtown Kia, movement that inspires.
Special thanks to the great folks at Cardtown Kia for their support of Glycod.com and Central Kentucky High School Athletics. Now for the keys to this game, presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. Murray, first for LCA.
First for LCA, they got to have more consistency shooting the three ball. They're shooting at 24% early on in the season. I think it's very important that they establish consistency from the outside, controlling the pace of the game. They don't want to get in an up and down game with Tates Creek. They want to make sure that they play LCA basketball, and that's being methodical on the offensive end and getting the best shot for Lexington Christian. And lastly, establishing their three-guard punch. They have three guards that are averaging over double figures, led by Anderson Green, which is probably one of the top in the state at 28 points a night. So those are the keys for LCA. Let's see what we get.
And for Tates Creek, they do have a size advantage. Is that most important for them?
Yes. Coach Gay said he wanted to make sure they got back to Tates Creek basketball, and that was attacking the glass. So I look for them to send four guys to the glass, maybe one guy back. If LCA will box out, they'll have an opportunity to get runouts and easy looks because Tates Creek is super aggressive about going to the glass.
What did you mean by defensive discipline?
Well, when you guard a team that is very methodical and they take their time, you want to make sure that you communicate and that you stay disciplined on the defensive end by either switching or you're going to blitz the ball screen and making sure you're aware of where your man and the ball is at all times.
This game's certainly a district game, Murray, and it's very important for seeding purposes.
Yes, it is. Games in December can really define where you end up in seeding in district play in late February. So tonight is a big game for both programs. I know both coaches were pretty intense in pregame, so it's going to be a heck of a matchup, and I look forward to a great contest.
Up next, Murray will chat with victorious girls basketball coach of Tates Creek, Jana Costner. That conversation when we come back on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
I love Head Start. Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast signs, make your statement.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. by making a real difference in the communities we serve, and by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
We're here at Nolenbarger Gymnasium with the winning coach, Coach Jana Costner. You got a big district win on opening night for district play here in the 43rd District. Tell me, how does that feel for your team and for you as the coach?
This is big for our team. We've got a lot of young players on the team, a few that are returning, but you know, I asked them in the locker room, I'm like, do y'all know how big this is? And they were all like, yes, we know. It's a big deal. Last year it made a difference for us to just come out and pick up a win against Lafayette, a win against Lexington Catholic. So they know how important it is. The younger ones are kind of getting the feel of it, but you know, they know it's a big deal.
Well, I am really happy for your program. I know the preparation that you put in going into the season. So you feel like this will give you some momentum going forward?
Absolutely. Actually, it started with our first game we had against Henry Clay, just kind of figuring things out, just kind of adjusting to one another, because we talked about having a new group from the last year's group. And we played on Friday night. It was just a huge game for us. They came out, they were explosive, and we were like, bring the same energy tonight. That's what we had to do.
Well, great. When is your next contest? I know you got Dunbar coming up.
Yes.
Another 43rd District game.
Yes.
You have a couple of days in between?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. But we'll be ready for them.
Well, there's no off nights in the 11th region. Coach Costner, congratulations on a great victory, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
From Glycod, it's IBEW Local 369 Central Kentucky High School Basketball. IBEW 369, power up your potential. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. CSL Plasma, do the amazing, help save lives. Meyer, higher standards, lower prices. Traditional Bank, because who you bank with matters. And by Community Action of Lexington, Martin's Peterbilt, Lexington Outdoor and Power Equipment, and Allstate Insurance Agent Thomas Allen. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on IBEW Local 369 Central Kentucky High School Basketball.
With Murray Garvin, I'm Chris LaBar. Welcome back to Tates Creek High School. Now for a look at your starting lineups presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Opening doors. For the visitors from LCA, the Eagles are 1-1, and they'll start three outstanding guards, Green, Howard, and Preston, all of whom average above 17 a game. Green leading the brigade at 29, Howard 20. Preston contributes 17 points along with 9 boards. And then a pair of sophomores rounded out with Sam Spillman and Simon King. A youthful quintet for Tates Creek. Stephen Franklin, sophomore guard, averaging 17. He leads the doors, along with Dawson Garth at 11 points. Jamal Ratchford, senior guard, at 5. And then really a pair of bigs up front with Owsley and Jones Miller, both flirting with double-double territory.
Yeah, the Owsley kid, Chris, is an outstanding athlete. Anything close to the rim, he's going to dunk it. And I was really impressed with him last season.
So Ramir Owsley, Latrell Jones Miller. So a lot of size there, 6'6", 6'6". in this series. We talked about it a bit earlier. Boy, the contest, they have just been so tight. LCA has won the last 3, all last year. Average margin 4 points per.
It's a district game. Every game matters, even games in December on the high school level, because like we discussed earlier, these games have ramifications late in the season. So I look for an exciting contest tonight.
Eagles coached by Ted Hall in his 5th season. 10th year overall, spent first 5 at Sayre. And for Tates Creek, as you heard Murray converse with Jared Gay, his 7th season for the Bryan Station and KSU alum. Jared spent a lot of time in the FCPS system and numerous stops along the assistant trail and riding this program here in year 7.
Yeah, Coach Gay has been around. He's seen a lot. I was just back in his office prior to the game and seeing the pictures on the wall. He has a lot of great mentors in the coaching game and had collegiate playing experience down at Kentucky State. So he's a seasoned coach. I still call him a young coach because I've been around for a little while, but Coach Gay is an exciting coach, and they play an exciting brand of basketball.
So the Eagles 1-1, and the Commodores are 1-2. Nice crowd on that far sideline for the LCA student body making the trek on a school night, no less, on a Tuesday evening.
Well, that's what's impressive about Lexington High School basketball. The student body, they get into it. And if you're playing well, the crowd will come out and support you. And if you're playing bad, they'll still come out and support you. And that's something that I always appreciated about basketball here in Lexington, is that the students get behind the teams.
You see the Commodores home wide with gray trimmings and, of course, maroon down each respective pant leg. It's a big game for Tates Creek. They've played a couple of tight ones and certainly don't want to lose one in the district at home to fall to 1-3.
No, you don't. Again, these district games are big. I see on the coaching staff at Tates Creek that he added a veteran assistant in Mr. Tony Wilson. Tony Wilson was a state championship basketball player at Lafayette in the early 80s and went on to play at Western Kentucky. And Tony has been around Lexington basketball for a long time and actually served as my assistant last year at Dunbar. And prior to that, he was an assistant on the girls' side.
And Franklin, the sophomore, will usher it over to Garth.
LCA looks like they opened up in some type of matchup zone here.
Trying to combat some of that Commodore size down low.
Well, it just makes you hesitate because you can't run your typical man-to-man offense, and you can see right now that Tates Creek is kind of hesitant, and they can't find the open areas in the defense.
Now Franklin will cradle it and inch it in the corner as Tates Creek delivered in the half court. There's a three that's going to spin out. That was Braylon Hinton, and it's going to be a foul over the top on LCA.
Yes, if you notice that play right there, that was Anderson Green with a textbook box out, and those are plays that don't show up in the stat sheet, but you just picked up a foul on one of Tates Creek's big men, and this will have an impact on the game going forward.
Excuse me, foul, of course, was on Tates Creek over the top. So the Eagles in the half court just underway. As Preston, this vintage LCA ball movement, so efficient generally in the half court. Now Preston, a strong drive, skips it out. Anderson Green knocks in one of three.
I believe that ball changed sides of the court maybe 2 or 3 times. Again, LCA is very methodical and deliberate about ball movement, and you just witnessed it in the first possession, and Anderson Green already in the books with a 3 from the corner.
Now Garth will handle top of the key for Tates Creek.
Garth is a second-generation player here at Tates Creek. His father was a standout player here, Doug Garth, back in the late 90s.
Ramir Owsley will take it and draw an Eagle personal.
I believe Tates Creek was very deliberate in going inside early. Right now, LCA is not the biggest team. Right now, Anderson Green is playing the 4 for them, and they're a bit undersized compared to the size of Tates Creek.
Owsley on the board, 8 points, 8 boards Saturday in the loss in this building versus Boone County. And a nice start at the line for the Commodores as they trail by 1, nearly 2 minutes gone by.
Telltale sign right here early. Tates Creek opens up in man-to-man, no full court pressure. That tells me that they want to get back and play 5-on-5 and force LCA to play in front of them instead of giving up open shots.
That's going to be off the mark, short from Saxton Howard, and the rebound secured by Garth of Tates Creek. He'll flip it for an open three, and the Commodores knock one in. That's Stephen Franklin.
Yes, Franklin's a young kid last year that came in for them and gave them great perimeter shooting, and right there he picks up a charge on LCA's guard. So he's already made an impact in the game with a big three and then a defensive stop, picking up a charge and a foul on one of LCA's guards.
As the Commodores traverse, as you see the player control fouls, the Commodores traverse into half court. 5 in succession after the Anderson Green 3 to start the game.
Tates Creek again working the ball inside to their 2 big men.
And Owsley lost the handle out of bounds.
But you can see that's 2 straight possessions. They've thrown it inside and trying to get something easy in the paint.
Franklin to pick up at half court. Hagan Preston around the shoot. There's Green. Now Spillman triggers, did not get the roll. LCA won for their first 3 from 3 as Garth has it for Tates Creek.
Remember, we talked in the pregame about LCA trying to get consistent shooting from 3-point range, and right now they've started 1 for 4 or 1 for 3.
Now Franklin nudges it in the corner. There's a Hinton triple, and he's got it.
I believe LCA is daring them to shoot the perimeter shot. They're in this matchup 3-2 zone where the point drops when it goes to the corner.
Green answers.
That quick.
So Green, 42% three-point shooter coming in. He's connected on 2 early, and it's 8-6.
I never understood, Chris, how a guy that averages 28 points a game gets an open look.
Follow shot up and in for Creek.
I think that was Owsley in the middle.
Ramier's first field goal. Tates Creek leads 10-6.
Here you go again. You see the offense, a lot of backdoor cuts. They try to keep you off balance. Tates Creek's doing a good job of keeping LCA in front of them and not really getting out and denying the passing lanes.
Strong take. That's Preston, and he gets the roll.
Preston is one of the toughest guards in the 11th region as well. Again, this 3-guard punch of LCA is second to none, and they're going to attack you all night.
Franklin weaves his way in the defense as Tates Creek with a 2-point lead and possession. Franklin smothered in the corner. Hitting a little pull-up jumper, it's off the mark.
That 3-2 zone has Tates Creek standing around the perimeter a lot.
And an and one for Tates Creek as the basket falls. That's Saxton Howard.
I'm curious to see who they call this foul on. It could be the second on Tates Creek's number 23 there. That foul was on Owsley.
Second team Tates Creek foul. As Howard tries to unbreak this tie. LCA picks up with a 1-2-2 as Garth applies the break.
Yeah, it looked like LCA has changed the defense this trip down the court. Now they drop back into the 3-2 again.
Garth inside the lane. That's Jones Miller. Green might have gotten a piece of that as LCA with possession +1. Nice find underneath for the basket. Peyton Mayhorn puts it in.
Instant impact. He blocked the shot on one end, and then he transitions on the offensive end and gets the layup. That's what you like to see from young big men playing both ends of the court.
Franklin a little bit out of sorts there in the lane as Mayhorn plucks it away. And it's stolen from behind. It was Ratchford. And Ratchford with a great outlet pass draws an LCA foul.
I'm going to send Garth to the line for 2. Again, you saw LCA get into an up-and-down game, and that's really not their style of play, and it forced a turnover and then converted into a foul on the other end for Tates Creek.
The third LCA foul this quarter as Dawson Garth puts one in. Nice start for both teams tonight. Garth averaging 11 on the season. And he'll get the roll.
Makes them both.
Garth in defensive position is driving to the basket. That's Braylon Moss. The foul won't fall. And the Eagles corral the loose ball. We have a foul underneath on Tates Creek, Stephen Franklin.
Tates Creek is trying to be very aggressive in their man-to-man. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell what the referees will accept. Will they accept a hand check or will they allow you to be aggressive? Right there, Raymond Lightfoot, one of the veteran officials in the state of Kentucky and one of the top-rated officials in the state, called the early hand check right there. So that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Colt Cummins is in for LCA. Also, Hagan Preston will be reinserted. A 13-12 Eagles lead and a side-out deflection directly in front of the Tates Creek bench. There you see Raymond. Mayhorn, nice skip. The ball's going to trickle off of Mayhorn out of bounds. Looked like it was lost on the way up by Howard, and out of bounds it goes.
You know, anytime you get to play big against big, there was no double team there, and Tates Creek was very deliberate of staying out to shooters. You don't want to allow the ball to go inside out and one of their guards get an open look. So great defensive execution by Tates Creek.
Franklin pitches up a long three. There's Preston inside the lane, and it's punched back by Jones Miller. Nice split of the double team for the basket. Saxton Howard with 5.
If I'm not mistaken, their big three have all of their points so far.
And a Peyton Mayhorn field goal, that's the outlier. And the Commodores going to bring on sophomore Brady Manning. I beg your pardon, that's Josh Pinkleton, the 6-foot sophomore. As the Commodores work their way in the half court in the remnants of this opening quarter. As Ratchford applies the break, a long jumper well off the mark in the corner. That was Hinton that couldn't connect.
Let's see if LCA holds for the last shot here.
Nice find underneath, and Preston put it in, but LCA too deep on the drive.
Right there, those plays will make coaches lose their hair, Chris. You wanted to hold for the last shot, and they forced a drive right there, and Tates Creek picked up another charge, which is a staple of Coach Gerard Gay's defense.
Is hitting a long jumper to conclude the frame, and that's going to take us to quarter number 2. An even start. Both teams doing some good things. LCA by 3 after 1. And Murray and I have more after this on Glycod.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
LCA by 3 as we welcome you back. Some early numbers. Eagles 6 of 10 from the floor. 2 of 4 from three-point range with Anderson Green connecting on both of those. Tates Creek 3 of 12 and 2 of 6 from 3. And we'll see what the Commodores do here to start this frame.
Well, you got to be satisfied if you're LCA to start the game shooting 60% from the field and 2 for 4 from three-point range is exactly what Coach Hall was looking for this game. And then you have to be kind of happy that you're 3 for 12 from the field for Tates Creek and you're in a 3-point ball game. So it tells you that they're playing great defense and getting a lot of easy looks on the other end because they're struggling to shoot it from the perimeter consistently.
Well, it's early for the officials, too. It's going to be LCA's ball as the officials right that wrong, and the Eagles with possession. Spillman going around a screen from Mayhorn. As Mayhorn spins left and ricocheted on the backside, and LCA missed the putback. They missed 2 from underneath and finally get the basket from Mayhorn.
Mayhorn's had an impact early. With his size and athleticism, he's a young man that came over from Henry Clay this year. So it gives them an element that they hadn't had in several years at LCA.
Garth will handle up top, and then at the last moment, shoot it over to Ratchford.
Look like they settle back into this 3-2 point drop zone.
Nice extra pass. Scarth trying to chisel his way in the lane. Pinkleton drives, couldn't get it to connect. Backside, putback goes. As Owsley's got 6, and we're going to have a Tates Creek 30-second timeout. We will step aside. More basketball from Central Kentucky High School Network right after this.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Raymir Owsley with 6, and it's an LCA 17-14 lead. Under 7 minutes, second quarter. Anderson Green being shadowed by Braylon Hinton on that far sideline directly in front of the seated Tates Creek players. And an overplay and theft swiped out by Owsley. And a strong take off the mark, and Ratchford will draw a foul.
I know that Coach Gay, he really emphasizes the best offense is transition offense. If you can score before LCA sets up in this 3-2 zone, that's what they're looking for. And off the turnover, they were able to get a great look and go back to the free throw line.
So Jamal Ratchford, 5'7" senior. Saxton Howard back in for LCA. As Coach Hall trying to maneuver a few chess pieces on that far sideline. Two-point ball game.
Looks like they're challenging the big fella to shoot it from out there. He stayed disciplined and moved the ball. Great backdoor cut right there.
Back to Green as he'll arc it in the corner. Mayhorn heaves one.
Wow. If Mayhorn hits that shot consistently for LCA throughout the season, they're going to be a tough out.
Mayhorn with 7 off the bench and a foul coming up the floor on the Eagles. Multiple players check in. Tates Creek's going to bring in Tom Habenreich, 6-foot freshman. And that ball's going to be nudged out of bounds and a turnover.
Oh, those are the turnovers. Oh, man, you don't want to see those type of turnovers on the inbounds. But I call those plays special teams. LCA did a good job of forcing pressure. They threw it to the backcourt and forced a turnover there.
Inbounded in the corner is Preston. LCA seeking their biggest lead here, and a foul underneath. The overplay whistled on Hinton.
Now, speaking to Coach Gay and then competing against LCA last year, Anderson Green is one of the best post-up guards you'll see in the 11th region. He does a great job of playing with his back to the basket, and now he can also take you out on the floor. So right there, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, he had a turnover.
Sure did.
Ball slipped.
And Hinton trying to ignite the break. Franklin puts on the break and gets the roll.
Wow.
So Franklin with 5 and a deflection. Nice effort by Hinton.
It's great effort. Hinton, he's a very versatile defender. He's got great length and great athleticism. He's matched up with Green, which should be an interesting matchup for the remainder of the game.
Pass at the elbow. There's Green. Nudges it underneath. Preston goes to work. And Franklin. Pull-up jumper. And Mayhorn so assertive with the corral. Great movement. That's Simon King wheeling and dealing. King again. Skip past Green.
I believe that's his first miss from three-point range.
Habenreich under heavy congestion. Tie ball game.
Big ball movement, great extra pass by Garth, and they get the open look and they knock it down.
That's Braylon Hinton in a tie game at 20 and knocked out by Owsley.
Well, right now we're getting everything we expected in a district matchup. You know, both teams going at it. They're trying to figure out where they're going to get their point production. Hinton has stepped up for Tates Creek, and Anderson Green is leading the way for LCA. So this is what we expected, and I don't expect it to change.
Green to inch it in play directly in front of us here at beautiful Tates Creek High School. The LCA led it 15-12 after 1. Nice entry in Green. Going to be bumped and fouled.
That is what I was talking about, a very disciplined team on the offensive end. Hinton just went out of the game, and he was guarding Green. They switched over to the young fella that was guarding him, and he immediately backdoor cut him, drew a foul. Now he's going to the line. Well, they called it on the floor, so they'll be under out of bounds, LCA.
There's Green, a big size mismatch and a foul over the top, and Braylon Moss going to be called. Commodores against heavy full court pressure.
Commodores have done a good job against their full court pressure and not turning the ball over and not getting sped up and taking contested shots.
Ratchford over to Franklin in the corner. Commodores looking for the lead here as we're under 4 minutes almost in this first half. Garth uncorks one. And the loose ball brought down by LCA.
Got Green posting up in there. They want to get him a touch. They get it deep in the paint, and there he is.
Stephen Franklin giving up too much size underneath an LCA. +2 is Green now with his 7th and 8th point.
That is a great chess move by Coach Hall by taking him to the block when Hinton's out of the game because he has such a size and strength advantage over Franklin.
Now Garth trying to initiate things.
Tates Creek, they want to either try to get the ball to the short corner and then a skip pass or to the high post to the short corner. Right now, they're just doing a lot of standing, and their spacing is not as good.
Garth has it punched back by Preston, and I think they're going to get Hagan on the second go-around.
I used to ask my guards, Chris, how many block shots you think you're going to get?
What'd they say?
Oh, everybody thinks, they're Akeem Olajuwon, and they want to go after every block and leave their feet. And I spent so much time just trying to teach them, just build a wall and make them shoot over top of you. Hakeem Olajuwon, you think kids know who he is?
No, I was going to say not a chance. What about Ube Blob?
No clue. Yeah, we're showing our age there.
Garth, 3 of 3 from the foul line. 22-21 LCA lead. And Mayhorn will skip it to King. Nice find underneath, and Green taps it in.
Man, they know who butters their bread. I used to have a coach that used to say that all the time. Know who butters your bread, Murray. Anderson Green butters the bread for LCA.
First player tonight in double figures is Ratchford trying to inch it underneath, and it's missed by Owsley as the ball popped out.
I don't mind him going for that dunk. We just want a conversion there for Tates Creek, but I like the aggression, and that'll pay off later in the season for him.
There's Ratchford as the Commodores try to get this within one or perhaps a tie. There's a 3 in the corner and a tie game.
Man, Hinton comes right back in the game and heats up and gives another 3 ball from the corner.
That's 9 unofficially for Braylon Hinton. And a foul underneath. Third team foul this quarter on Tates Creek.
Yeah, Franklin just picks up an unnecessary foul. Anderson Green is very active in the paint, and he's fighting to get around with his hands instead of moving his feet, and picks up his 3rd foul, which will put him out for the remainder of the half.
Commodores seek the defensive rebound, and they've got it. It's brought down by Robin Reich. Perhaps a heat check from Hinton. As LCA with a rebound here with 1:35 left in this first half. Howard cradles and fires. Boy, they're letting him play, and now the whistle.
They are. I thought LCA was going to have a chance for a putback there. Tates Creek stuck their nose in there and took that ball and then picked up the foul.
2 free throws at the other end for Tates Creek.
Here we go, the new rule.
Sure
We're
is.
shooting 2 with 1:29 to go in this first half.
Jamal Ratchford, 5'7" senior.
Coach Gay said Ratchford is one of his leaders of the program this year.
Early in the season, Commodores only a 58% free throw shooting group as a team. And Ratchford will try to give the Commodores a 1-point lead.
If they're going to compete for a championship in the district, they got to improve that free throw percentage, and I know that's something that Coach Gay will work on throughout the season.
1:20 left in this half. LCA operating in a tie game. As Garth going to get in Cummins' business. Howard rocks and fires.
A paint touch to a kick out for an open three by Howard just shows that they have great fundamentals on the offensive end, and they know what they want, and they'll do whatever it takes in order to get the best shot for LCA.
Garth tries to respond, and he does.
Big
nice
shot.
mid-range jumper. Garth with 5. We'll see what LCA chooses to do here late in this half, and they throw it away.
Spacing was kind of off right there. You probably want to move that guy a little bit deeper down to the corner. He threw it in that gray area where he wasn't sure who he was throwing it to. It looked like he was throwing it to the guy on the end of the bench for Tates Creek.
So Commodores trying to hang on to it for the final possession of this half. No, they're going to shoot it instead, and the freshman Habenreich put it in.
Big shot right there. Those are one of those shots where Coach Gay was probably saying, no, yes, we'll take the make.
We'll see what LCA does here with chump change left in the half. Cummins back out for a 3, and that's going to be off the mark. Rebound kicks to Howard, and that's going to take us to halftime. LCA in a very entertaining first half trails Tates Creek 29-27. Murray's been pretty interesting thus far.
43rd District basketball, man. It doesn't matter what your record is prior to these games. It's about right here, right now, and both teams really got after it in the first half.
There you see the final segment of the half come to a close. LCA trailing Tates Creek by 2. We'll be back after this on Glycod.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Find out about their apprenticeship and training programs that help you earn while you learn at IBEWLocal369.com. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School halftime on Glycott. Chris LeBar along with Murray Garvin. Take a look at some of your halftime numbers presented by Traditional Bank. Who you bank with matters, and an evenly contested game. LCA is surprising, +8 on the backboard.
Yeah, I thought that would be advantage Tates Creek, and for LCA to out-rebound them, that is a surprising stat at the half.
Take a look at a few other numbers there. Tates Creek taking very good care of the ball, only 3 giveaways in the first half, and 2-point ball game. What's been the big storyline thus far with you?
Well, if you remember in the first quarter, LCA started shooting the ball at 60%, and I thought that Tates Creek was getting lost and leaving prominent shooters open from the perimeter, and Anderson Green got off to a hot start. In the second quarter, they kind of settled down. You see they only have 3 turnovers, so that means that they're forcing LCA to play 5-on-5 instead of advantage basketball, and they're doing a great job in the half court defending them.
Some individual numbers, 10 points, the lone double-figure score. Anderson Green, 10 points for LCA. Saxton Howard with 8. And then off the bench, Peyton Mayhorn, 7 points and 5 rebounds.
Well, we talked about his impact with his size and athleticism for LCA, and he really stepped up, and he demonstrated that in the first half. Again, LCA hadn't had a big man with his size in a couple of years. The one that comes to mind for me is Kyle Rode, that is still playing for Liberty University. And to have him this year with the guards that they have, I think that makes them a prominent team in the 11th region.
Commodores, a lot of balance. Braylon Hinton with 9 points, 6 points for Ramir Owsley, 5 each for Stephen Franklin and Dawson Garth. And Hinton not only scoring the ball, but doing a nice job on Green defensively.
Absolutely. Hinton, again, he's a key for Tates Creek. I failed to mention him in the pregame, but he's a young man that came into the program last year and gave them instant offense. And as you can see, he's already put up, 8 field goal attempts. He doesn't, there's not too many shots he's not going to take. So Coach Gay must have given him the green light, and if it feels good, he lets it go, and he's gotten good results so far in the first half.
Tates Creek girls victorious earlier over LCA, and that was a nice win for them. Come from behind win, Murray.
Yes, it was. Coach has done an outstanding job preparing her team. I know that she puts a lot into it, just like every coach in the preseason, of building their culture. I had the honor to come over and do a team building session with Coach Costner and her bunch. So it was exciting to see them get the win in the opening of 43rd District play. And she's excited, the girls are excited, and they're looking forward. They got a game tomorrow versus Dunbar, so you can't dwell on it too long. I used to tell my teams you got 24 hours to celebrate a win and get over a loss. They got less than that.
What's that like for a coach, though? Because all the coaches along the way have told me that the losses can linger a little longer.
Well, in basketball, different from football, you might have 2 or 3 games in a week, so you can't dwell on it too long. You got to move on, and their girls, take a couple of hours, soak it all in, and then you got to get right back mentally prepared for a tough Dunbar bunch tomorrow that's coming in, coached by Coach Estel over there at Dunbar. So it'll be another great contest, another 43rd District contest.
What do you look for here in the second half?
Well, I always like to watch for adjustments that coaches make at the half. I want to see if LCA comes back out in that 3-2 zone or if they switch it up. And then I want to see if Tates Creek really goes over how to attack that zone, or if they're satisfied with what they're doing with the 2-point lead at the half.
29-27. Tates Creek leading LCA. Second half on the way back from Glycod.com.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product is based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name is Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
Gen Z is a stall generation. The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek, Commodores on top of LCA as we welcome you back. Tuesday night high school basketball on Glycod.
You know, Chris, something that I'm interested in seeing in the second half is if Hagen Preston could get his scoring going. Right now he has 2 points at the half. He's a 17 points a game scorer for Lexington Christian and didn't get the field goal attempts in the first half, and they need his point production.
Preston double-double versus Ballard with 16 and 13. So Commodores with possession. Owsley. Well, pull-up jumper is going to be off the mark, and a nice box out by Preston. Green arcing. Wouldn't go in. I think the size challenged him from Jones Miller. Stolen away, however, and Tates Creek dodging a bullet.
Absolutely.
Now Garth will enter it in the lane. Hinton tries one. Got a fire alarm here, I believe. Perhaps inadvertent. So that will stop play for a moment.
There's no telling what you'll see sometimes. It sounded like a fire alarm, but it only rang twice, so.
I don't know what that was, but it will be LCA ball.
LCA basketball as they study the defense here.
Preston a strong drive and a weak side foul as Jones Miller went for the block.
Yeah, Miller, he leaves his feet a lot. The big fella's got to be careful about leaving his feet with undersized guards. He's got to have some separation in between he and the offensive player so he doesn't pick up these fouls.
Preston on for 2 free throws. Two of 4 now on the year, so perhaps that was one of Ted Hall's comments at half, trying to get Preston more involved offensively.
Absolutely. You know, anytime you have a young man that averages 17 a night, you need those 17 points. I used to say as a coach, I just like to know what I'm going to get each and every night. So if he's averaging 17, give me 17, man.
There's Garth, the trailer. He'll pitch one up there. Oh, my. And the rebound secured by King on the carom.
Those are the shots that Tates Creek, they have to be a little bit more patient on the offensive end and get the best shot for their program.
That was King that got the rebound, then was coaxed out underneath as Owsley called for the personal.
That's 2 quick fouls on both Tates Creek's big men, Owsley and number 23 in the middle, Jones Miller. They've picked up 2 quick ones, so we're going to see if LCA continue to try to go inside and get those guys on the bench.
Deep triple, just a little bit short from Howard. And out of bounds to Tates Creek.
Well, this is the lull that you try to stay away from. For both teams, they have not started the half with great efficiency. So we'll see which team gets their stride again and gets back into the scoring column on a regular basis. This typically happens early in the season.
Hinton will weave it to Garth. And again, for LCA, they're working in 3 football players. So, Coach, talking before the game, he's only had a full complement of players for a week as it's deflected by Spillman. And Spillman ignites the break. And a great pass as Howard tacks it home. Howard with 10. 2 Eagles players in double figures.
Those are the turnovers that you have to avoid. You do not like turnovers up top where you give up easy baskets. And that's what Tates Creek just did, and it looks like they're going to give up another layup.
Pressed in, but King cleans it up. Simon's first field goal.
Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Gay uses a timeout and kind of settles his team down.
That's Franklin taking it hard to the bucket to initiate a foul call.
Well, that's the next best thing to a timeout, is to draw a foul and go to the line, and hopefully you get to see the ball go through the net, and that gives you a little bit of confidence going forward.
Franklin, a season-high 25 in the double OT thriller versus Clay. He'll have a pair. It's Franklin now with 6 points.
That's usually what you need, Chris. You need that bucket. They were on a drought here. They hadn't scored to open the half. And to get a free throw to go in, maybe that open up the basket per se for Tates Creek.
And the Commodores, Gerard Gay, going to pause for play. We will step aside. 30-second break and a 1-point game off Center Parkway.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
More high school basketball coming up later on this week. Bryan Station girls, they're 3-0 to start the year, and Coach Sandusky's group will be at Mail tomorrow. And boys action on Friday, and then 2 next week at the Farm. Busy winter here on Glycod as Tates Creek brings it up the floor and a foul underneath.
Yeah, they came out of that timeout and changed up the defense, went into some full court pressure there, trying to force a quick shot. They got a deflection, trying to speed the tempo of the game up and get LCA out of their typical offense.
So no foul call. Dead ball whistle as LCA will handle it up top. Now Preston arcing his way in, back tapped out of bounds.
Paying close attention to the matchup of Hinton on Green. The length has kind of bothered Anderson so far, and Hinton's done a good job of tracking him and not giving him good looks to start the second half.
Green will inbound. Nice find to Preston. And Preston knocks it in. Preston now with 5 as Franklin works in the half court for Creek. Blocked. That's Simon King. He's made some nice plays in this quarter.
Yes, he has.
And King will shuffle out. Peyton Mayhorn in for the first stead in this second half.
It's always a luxury when you can bring a 6'9" kid off the bench.
Garth skies high to get it as Ratchford shoots it in the corner. That's
Tates
Franklin.
Creek. Yeah, Tates Creek. They got to get someone in the high post to occupy the middle of that zone. Great ball movement right there. Let's see if they get paid for it. Oh!
Hinton shot a little bit short through pesky hands as LCA corrals it. Mayhorn runs the floor and draws a foul as Hinton raced back.
And Mayhorn changes ends quicker than most big men. You know, he's 6'9", but he's very slender, runs like a gazelle, plays both ends of the floor right there. And again, he almost got an easy basket in transition. Really, really like this young man's potential on the court and how he can help elevate LCA.
Off the mark. His former school, Henry Clay, having a nice start to their season.
Well, I'll tell you, Coach Brown can flat out coach. I used to love competing against him. He would bring the best out of me, and I believe I brought the best out of him. And his teams are always very well coached, and he's still got one of his sons leading the way, which is probably one of the better and more experienced guards in the 11th region.
We look forward to seeing Henry Clay Friday. They'll host Jeffersontown, back-to-back 6th region champs. 4-point LCA lead. They once led by 5 in the first half. As Franklin drives and puts it in, and Mayhorn with the foul.
Mayhorn did not realize that Franklin's a lefty, and he went for the block on the right hand, and Franklin finished with the left.
Franklin now flirting with double figures. So Tates Creek within a point. It's Braylon Moss floats it in the corner. 3-ball little short as Preston follows, and it's poked out. That was Miller, Jones Miller with the punch back, and now Moss on the backside for LCA. And another rejection for Jones Miller. Or is that Owsley? Garth, scoop off. Nice pass underneath.
Oh.
And a foul underneath as Owsley initiates contact.
Tates Creek they're winning the 50-50 balls right now. They're coming up with the loose balls, the block shots, the transition. You know, they're getting back to Tates Creek basketball, what Coach Gay was talking about, being on the offensive glass, creating havoc, and it's paying off for them right now with the one. Well, they're down 1, but out the line 4-2.
Owsley 6 points on the evening. Add 1 to that mark.
You know, he has 6 points, but I bet he's impacted probably 12 points with his block shots and just the threat of him contesting shots in the paint.
Well, he's definitely got a high motor, no question. Well done, young man. Owsley with 8.
Tates Creek stays in the full court. Looks like diamond pressure right here where they're trapping the first pass.
And Preston able to preserve it. Now he can't. It's flipped away, and Ratchford put it in. Ratchford off the schneid with his first field goal. And LCA trailing by 3 as Mayhorn spins out. And a Commodore foul.
Owsley is going to contest every shot at the rim right there. You know, that was questionable if that was a foul, but the ref called it a foul, so we'll say it's a foul. but it looked like a pretty good block to me from up here. But we're up here in the bird's nest, Chris. I couldn't see it firsthand.
Free throw a little bit long. You could see Owsley swat down, perhaps. That drew the ire of the official. As Mayhorn, one more from the line. He's got 8 and an answer three for Franklin.
Wow, sideline break right there by Tates Creek. Nice touch by Coach Gay.
Howard's shot off the mark, and LCA now facing a little adversity. And a Commodore foul well underneath the bucket as a strong drive by Mayhorn.
You know, even though they didn't get the foul there, it gets in the minds of your opponent when you set up to take charges. So the next time that they go to the basket, you start thinking, are they going to set up to take a charge? And it gets in your mind, and it affects how you attack the rim.
Got an LCA timeout. Couple of free throws when we come back to Tates Creek High School on Glycod.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us, and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
Five-point game, middle portion, third quarter. Tates Creek leading LCA by 5. Commodores trailed by 3 after 1 and starting to do the work on the backboard.
Doing the work on the backboard, the full court pressure has changed the dynamic of the game. They've sped LCA up, created a couple of turnovers and easy baskets, and they're looking at a 5-point lead right here midway through the third quarter with LCA at the line for 2.
For Peyton Mayhorn for a pair. Anderson Green still stuck on 10. He hit 2 threes very early in this game.
Well, I contribute his slow start in the second half to the defensive change by Coach Gay and Tates Creek going to full court pressure. And then Hinton has done a good job of locating him early in the half court and not allowing him to get open looks.
Season high thus far on the young season for Mayhorn at 4 coming in. And he now has 8.
I believe Coach Hall would like to see him around a double-double night in and night out. I think that would be a nice goal for him every game, is a double-double.
4-point lead, under 3 in the third as the Commodores traverse against this press. Three up top, Hinton. He's now 3 of 9 from 3 as the rebound corralled by Howard. And LCA couldn't get it to swirl in as it bounced out from Spillman.
Long rebound right there. LCA, I think they're going to try to take their time and get a really good shot now.
Howard inside the lane. It wouldn't crawl home, and Owsley lost the handle. But look at the motor as he propels it forward. Ratchford down the hill and cleaned up and in by Franklin.
Wow, dangerous pass right there by LCA all the way across the court.
Spillman, a big one.
It's a big 3. They were shooting quick. Oh, unforced turnover by Hinton right there on the inbounds.
And a held ball, the arrow in favor of LCA. And that 3 by Spillman comes at an opportune time, his first made 3 of the evening.
LCA needed that 3 right there from Spillman.
Here you see the held ball as Hinton tangled up.
Let's see what Coach Hall draws up right here.
Nice find, and then Preston, a clever move to get to the basket.
Simple but effective. He got a good look right there and just came up short and was deflected out of bounds. They'll have it out again.
Yeah, the Eagles have had their opportunities to narrow this deficit in an overplay, and that's going to be 2 free throws as Franklin commits the group's 5th-plus team foul.
Again, another part of the chess match between coaches. Hinton goes out the game. Coach Hall immediately posts Green and gets his leading scorer to pick up a foul and at the line and looking for his first basket in the second half.
Anderson Green, 4-2. 33 points Saturday in the loss versus Ballard. He started for this LCA program since an 8th grader 4 years ago. Eagles with 5 in succession to bring the deficit back to 1.
Again, Tates Creek's got to get someone in that high post.
Nearly banked in, but cleaned up and in by Jones Miller.
Was that a pass, Chris?
I think it was in the scorebook. Green blocked from behind, and Jones Miller called for the personal.
One of the characteristics of a high-producing scorer is once they see the ball go in through the free throw, they get more in attack mode, and there you saw Green attacking the basket after making free throws just the previous possession.
Commodores by 1. And Ratchford, all that length as it's deflected out off of Spillman. And his 3, very important to bring the Eagles back. Again, his first points of the evening and no hesitation to put it up at a crucial venture. We got a foul in backcourt opposite Tates Creek. It's on Hagen Preston.
One more, they'll be shooting 2.
Hagen Preston is on for LCA.
Ooh, dangerous pass.
Sure
right
was. Nice hands by Habenreich, the freshman, diving on the floor, and LCA out with it. That's Moss. And I think we're going to have goaltending. That possession a little bit out of sorts from the onset.
Yes, a little lackadaisical on the offensive end by Tates Creek. You know, an underhand pass. You can't pass the ball underhanded at this level of basketball here in the 11th region. And it ends up being a goaltending, and LCA takes the 1-point lead.
Jones Miller in the corner. And he threw it away. Intercepted by Spillman. Filling the lane is Moss for 2 more.
Not the way you want to end the third quarter for Tates Creek. They've given up quite a few easy baskets. Layups and free throws has been the primary way that LCA has scored outside of the three-pointer they hit earlier in the quarter.
Ratchford off the glass, whistle and a foul. Raymond Lightfoot, the near side official, signals a personal, so 2 untimed free throws coming up.
It's going to send them to the line for 2. That was the correct call by Lightfoot. Lightfoot was the referee of the year in the 11th region last year. Never heard of that award before, but Raymond won it, and as a coach, you don't go against it. Congratulations, Raymond, and it looks like he's back for another outstanding season of leading referees here in the 11th region.
We have a Tates Creek timeout. I'm not certain of that as the Commodores exit the huddle.
Well, they put more time back on the clock.
So 0.7, so In fact, it was a de facto timeout as Ratchford, 2 points on the evening, will have a pair. That's a big swing late in this quarter, should he knock one more down.
Yeah, just a few seconds ago, Tates Creek was up 5, and now they're looking at a deficit to end the quarter. And
LCA's Green will pitch it short, and that's going to close the third quarter. 8 minutes remaining. LCA hanging on. They lead by 1 point over Tates Creek.
Confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Got a 1-point ball game with LCA leading Tates Creek 48-47. Anderson Green knocks down 4 free throws late. But Sam Spillman, that big 3. And then Braylon Moss, Murray, 2 points in transition.
Yeah, the end of the quarter there was not what Tates Creek was looking to do on the offensive end. They had a couple of crucial turnovers that led to easy baskets for LCA, and then again they put LCA's leading scorer Green on the free throw line for 4 attempts there. And for Tates Creek to get this victory, they're going to have to take care of the basketball and defend better in the half court.
Commodore possession, looking for the lead.
Taking their time with the basketball. It's real important that ball changes sides of the floor. If you can get all 5 guys a touch in a possession, that's always good.
Garth, a strong drive through contact and an LCA foul. Garth has been the initiator, if you will, tonight. He's got 5 points, hasn't really looked for his shot.
Well, he's been around for a while in Coach Gay's program. I think he knows what he's looking for, and he does a good job of running the team. More responsibility is on him this year with the graduation of some key players from last year's team. But so far, he's done great controlling the tempo and handling the ball for TC.
That's off the mark. Garth now 4 of 6 from the foul line. 7:28 to play. The LCA at 1-1, Tates Creek at 1-2. Entry pass, Green through contact. Spills forward, and the Commodores with a rebound.
It's a great job.
Hinton.
Where's the foul? Underneath.
Okay. So an LCA foul.
Back on that previous possession, I thought that Jones Miller did a great job building the wall and making Anderson Green finish over top. And then he did a great job of getting on the offensive glass.
Commodores inbound. Now Green in Garth's business. Franklin in the corner. Owsley, a strong rebound, but poked out by King, and it will belong to TC underneath.
Big guys have made their presence known on the offensive glass for Tates Creek. With Mayhorn out of the game, LCA just doesn't have much size to compete with the big guys that Tates Creek has on the floor right now.
Braylon Moss in. Moss, a couple of points in a few minutes in this game as LCA and Tates Creek deadlocked. Garth threading his way inside the lane, and he got the roll.
Here we go. There's Garth again, a veteran guard making a veteran play, taking the ball to the basket. Again, LCA has no rim protector in there, and it opens up driving lanes for Tates Creek's guards.
Howard with the answer.
Nice backdoor cut by Howard right there.
Howard with a dozen. Match game at 50. As Garth trying to get the hot hand. And back for that strong rebound was Moss. Howard arcs it. And Garth really starting to pick up his play on the defensive end as he corrals that loose ball.
Tates Creek's taking their time with the ball. There's the pass to the high post, a high-low action to the big man. Count the basket. Great high-low with Tates Creek's big twin tower combo right there. I want to say that was Jones Miller throwing it inside to Owsley. Owsley with the contested finish will go to the line for one. Curious to see how long Coach Hall will hold Mayhorn on the bench.
So Owsley and a three-point Tates Creek lead, and Preston throws that ball behind to Cutting Moss.
Those are mistakes that you see early in the season. There was really no reason for Preston to give up or try to advance that ball. He was already across half court, and there was really no advantage for LCA. Just an unforced turnover.
This is a big trip up the mountain here for the Commodores. Jones Miller put it in.
As you can see, Chris, we talked about them getting the ball to the high post. They're going to the high post and running a high-low. And right now, LCA doesn't have a big in the game that can contest.
Commodores match a 5-point lead from earlier. Strong take and in for Preston.
LCA does a great job posting their guards, and they know what to do with the basketball when they get it.
There's Garth being bothered in backcourt. Deflected by Moss. And off of a poking Franklin, so it will belong to LCA.
It's a little bit of over-dribbling by Tates Creek. It messed up their spacing, and then you had an errant pass and forced a turnover. And right here, LCA is playing for a tie or to cut it to one with this possession here.
Jamal Ratchford back in for Tates Creek. He hit a free throw very late in the third quarter. As the Eagles down 3 with the ball, wound around the clock, and Howard put it in.
Great execution in the half court by LCA. They cleared out the side, ran a dribble handoff, and got an uncontested layup right there.
Hitting in the lane to Owsley.
I think they found something here with the high-low from the high post, throwing it back inside to Owsley in the paint. They've had several conversions, and you can see Coach Hall sent Mayhorn back to the scorer's table to give LCA a presence in the paint.
3:48 left. As Preston gets away with something, Euro step and a foul over the top. Perhaps Owsley.
Preston was determined right there. Wasn't going to take no for an answer. He took the ball to the hole, picks up a foul on Owsley. Crowd wanted a walk right there, but I believe he did a good job of with the Euro step.
Two-point ball game. Preston 7 points in this second half. As the lead trimmed to 2. And Owsley collects a big Commodore rebound. Ratchford will give it back to their signal caller, Garth. Franklin tees it up. Big one!
I had a good feeling that was going to go in. You can't leave a solid shooter like Franklin wide open right there, and he knocks down the 3 ball.
So Tates Creek, the first to 60. Green pull up. We're going to have a Commodore check that, an Eagle timeout after Green connects with point 15 and 16. 3:05 left. We're back after this.
Overly competitive brother. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Anderson Green with a big pull-up jumper and the lead at 3 with 3:05 left.
Everything that we expected tonight here, Chris. And again, a district battle. The records are out the window. It's for the 43rd district seeding, and we're getting our money's worth. 3-point game with 3:05 left. Tates Creek ball. LCA called a timeout. I look for Coach Hall to change the defense and give them a different look this next possession.
Both teams 3 timeouts remaining. Arrow in favor of LCA. You see the foul count at the bottom of your screen. Both teams well beneath the 5-foul limit. Now Ratchford with a clear path across. Jones Miller, well done on the press offense.
Great execution versus the 2-2-1 that LCA come out. You try to hit the ball, get the ball to the deep corner, flash someone to the basket, and if that half-court guy doesn't drop fast enough, you'll get the layup that Hinton just was able to convert.
Hinton with 11 points. And LCA with a turnover. Looked like Preston tried to find a companion underneath. Franklin across over to Ratchford. We'll see how well Tates Creek takes care of the ball here.
They're going to take their time right here, force LCA to come out and guard them man-to-man.
Now Garth just inside a half court, so we tiptoe under 2 left. Garth inside the lane. That was a great decision by Hinton.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now Garth will loft it.
This is the part of the game where your patience as a coach wears thin. I'm even getting antsy up here because for so long I was accustomed to a shot clock, and you really can hold it the rest of the game in high school basketball here in Kentucky.
4th team foul. Let's amend the 4th team LCA foul. Yes, Hinton will inbound, and Tates Creek trying to hang on to it as Ratchford maintained his footing.
They're going to be patient right here. They're not going to attack. They had 5-on-4. They want to pull it out, and they want to run some clock right here. Great discipline by Tates Creek and great coaching by Coach Gay to have his guys ready to execute late game. Let's see how this plays out. A trap in the corner.
And Hinton, an astute timeout for Coach Gay. We will keep things here as Tates Creek, well, we won't. They'll extend it to a full timeout, so we'll take a quick pause. Tates Creek basketball when we come right back on Glycod.
First opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. by making a real difference in the communities we serve, and by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
This segment of tonight's broadcast is presented by Meijer. Visit their Hamburg location at 2155 Paul Jones Way for any of your shopping needs. Meijer, a proud supporter of Central Kentucky High School athletics on Glycod. The Tates Creek possession as we take a quick look at the LCA sideline. And the Commodores to inbound, and they do as Garth funnels it back to Ratchford, and just like that, Garth is fouled.
That'll put him at the line for 2 shots. So the new rule comes in play right here on the broadcast. Instead of the bonus right here, he goes to the line for 2.
Garth 4 of 6 unofficially tonight from the foul line. 8 points on the evening. And he's been the steady hand in this Commodore attack.
Yes, he has. And every coach preaches that the point guard has to finish games at the free throw line. And Garth stepped up and made the first one. Let's see what he does on the second attempt.
This would make it a 3-possession game. And he got the roll. With just under a minute to play, as the Eagles in danger of suffering their second straight loss.
Nice flare screen right there for Anderson.
Green back in the corner. Slides baseline and gets it to crawl home. And an LCA stop. So an Eagles timeout after Green kisses one in. This is a big bucket by LCA's premier scorer.
Yes, he was patient right there. He didn't settle for a bad shot. He took the ball to the hole and actually got a challenge at the rim, used his body well, and gets the finish, and allows them to look to the next possession, call a timeout, and get the defense set.
Coming up at the conclusion of this broadcast, Murray will have the most outstanding player. One student athlete from each team will be selected for their performance this evening. That presented in part by Elite Building Products. So you didn't know you were signing up for that, did you?
Hey, man, I'm always ready. I was a Boy Scout. It said be prepared.
Well, you've got a lot of good performances by players on both teams tonight.
Absolutely. And again, it's the young season, and I think guys are identifying their roles with both teams. The guys for LCA has been who we expected them to be. And we got some surprises on the Tates Creek side, so it'll be interesting to see who ends up being the most valuable player for each team.
Well, the Commodores just stepped on the sideline.
The unforced turnovers. You want to catch that ball in the corner, and the first thing that you want to do is face up and look down the floor. He caught it, didn't look down the floor, threw it right back to the inbounder, and he hadn't even stepped inbounds yet.
So only a 2-possession game as Green coming off a screen. Did not get his legs into it as it's short. Howard tees one up. And an Eagle timeout.
Wow, 2 big attempts right there from 3 from Green and Howard, and they're not going to miss too many open looks. That was a great kick out to Howard, and he knocks it down for 3. Makes it a 1-possession game.
And what about the great smart pass by Simon King?
It's getting the ball to the right people at the right time in the right position, and really sacrificing yourself. King could have turned around and attempted a layup himself, but he got it to one of their floor leaders in Howard, and it pays off. LCA is still very much in the ball game. I believe the momentum has changed. Tates Creek's got to do something against this pressure right here and at least get a field goal attempt or draw a foul so they can go to the line and try to extend their lead.
Nothing beats a nice gym on a Tuesday night. What beats this, Very few things.
Very few. I've been around the game for almost 30 years, and this is why you coach. This is why you play. And if you're a fan, this is why you come out and watch these games. And the beautiful thing tonight, Chris, is we're going to both go home and we're both undefeated.
That's right. And I'm going to stay that way. I don't know about you, but I'm going to stay that way. Tates Creek will inbound as Hinton puts on the break. And the arrow in favor of Tates Creek.
Wow, Tates Creek.
Or did Tates Creek get a timeout?
He got a timeout.
So Tates Creek apparently had possession long enough to call time as Raymond Lightfoot raced in.
The best teacher is experience. To have these games early in the season, like Tates Creek's already been to 2 overtime games like we shared earlier in the broadcast. So I would look for them to be a little bit more poised down the stretch instead of the shaky handles that they've displayed so far. So hopefully Coach Gay can get them settled down and we see what we get coming out of the timeout. But I also know that Coach Hall is going to get after them right here and change up the defenses and try to force a trap before they foul.
Well, Murray, you talked about it, the pair of overtime games through 3 games. They did win at Danville, then lost at Henry Clay in 2 OTs. Will be Tates Creek possession.
He's going to have to draw up something on this inbounds to get it in. If they throw it to the backcourt, look for LCA to run and jump and trap the pass in the backcourt.
Tates Creek will inbound. That's the steady hand Garth.
Here's the run and jump.
And Garth. Nice reversal, and LCA with a foul, and that was right before Tates Creek layup.
Yeah. They'll put Owsley to the line for 2 shots right here.
So Owsley for a critical pair, trying to make this a 2-trip game. LCA with 2 bodies at the scores table.
Always like to watch coaches in this situation. Is Coach Gay going to watch him shoot it? He's standing in. He's going to watch him. Oh, misses the first.
LCA brings on King and Preston. As Owsley, a critical free throw looming. Oh my.
Oh, wow.
And King snatches the rebound.
Here we go. Coach Hall's going to let him play right here.
There's Preston inside the lane.
Oh,
King
a kick out
for a jumper. Oh my!
Wow, he got the 3 in the corner for the lead.
With 3 seconds left to play, Franklin better get it off. He does.
No
and
good.
It's off the mark.
Oh my goodness! What an ending! What a ball game! What a finish! I'm at a loss of words.
A lot to sort through in this final segment as we take another look. Well, that's just the conclusion. But Simon King Murray, the jumper for his 5th point in the game winner.
I don't believe anyone in the gym expected him to be the hero to hit the shot, but great execution off the missed free throw to get the open look. It talks about the culture of LCA, that it wasn't one of their leading scorers. Howard was willing to give up the ball to Simon in the corner, and then he had the courage to shoot it and knock it down. What a finish. Again, another battle between LCA and Tates Creek.
The Eagles have won the last 5 now, and what a miraculous return, 65-64. We'll step aside. Post-game on the way from Glycod.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being
possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by CSL Plasma. Be rewarded for your generosity. Do the amazing. Help save lives.
LCA 65, Tates Creek 64 as we welcome you back. Tates Creek led by 5, under a minute left in this game, and LCA took advantage of a couple of missed free throws, but then Simon King, Murray, with a big shot to win it.
Big shot in the corner to win it. 43rd district matchup came down to the last possession. I was raised in the game with this saying, free throws win ball games. And if the big fella, Owsley, would have made the 2 free throws, we might have had a different ending. But Tates Creek left a lot of points at the free throw line tonight.
They sure did. Some final stats presented by Traditional Bank. Who you bank with matters. 1-point game, you would expect the stats to look similar, and they do, with the exception of rebounds. LCA plus 10 there, and 44% from the Eagles. And goodness, for Coach Hall, what a great win.
Oh, anytime you get a district win, it's a great win. I don't care if you win by 1 point, a half a point, 10 points. You want the win, and you want to move on to the next contest and put this in the column and keep moving forward with the momentum you've created.
Some individual numbers in this game for LCA. Anderson Green, 18 points. Saxton Howard with 17. Peyton Mayhorn off the bench with 10. But, of course, the big one, Simon King, 5 points for the night. But the big 3 with under 3 seconds left. And for Tates Creek, a balanced attack. Stephen Franklin with 18 points. Ramier Owsley, 13 points. And Dawson Garth with 10. And Murray on the other side of the coin for Coach Gay. Tough one.
Tough one, but great teachable moments, just about finishing games. I'm sure he's going to watch the film tomorrow and talk about their press offense. When LCA went to the 2-2-1 and the full court pressure, it caused them problems. And it wasn't one possession that cost them. It was a series of possessions. And again, it's December, and you can teach from these moments, and hopefully you learn from it and you get better on the journey of the season.
We will step aside for one final time. Up next, our most outstanding players, presented by Elite Building Products. That when we come back on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. with health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cartown Kia. You can't beat the powerful design of the new 2024 Sportage.
It's your choice. The new 2023 Kia Sportage, just $349 down and $349 per month, or the new 2023 Kia Sorento, just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia. Visit their showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville, or browse their inventory at CartownKiaUSA.com. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires.
Final score tonight from Tates Creek. LCA a winner, 65-64. Simon King, a 3 in the corner with under 3 seconds left after the Eagles were down 5 in the neighborhood of 30 seconds to play. Tonight's most outstanding players presented by Elite Building Products, locally owned in Nicholasville with an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. For more info, visit them at elitekentucky.com. And Anderson Green, really the gold standard tonight from start to finish for LCA.
Absolutely. He was their go-to player down the stretch. He got off to a great start to begin the game. Had a little bit of lull in between the second and third quarter, but the fourth quarter, you could tell when they needed a basket, they were going through Anderson Green.
And for Tates Creek, some very good performances. I thought Garth played well. Also, Braylon Hinton made some big shots. Owsley contributed, but you felt like Franklin did enough?
Yeah, Stephen Franklin, great young guard, lefty shooter, finished the night with 18 points, 3 for 6 from three-point range, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. I just thought he was steady, and even at his size, he had 5 rebounds as well. Again, great teachable moment for Tates Creek. They had, four guys in double figures. That's always a good sign for a young team that's searching for their identity. I know Coach Gaya continue to coach them up, and they'll be around and someone that you're going to have to beat in order to get to that region tournament here in the 11th.
Congratulations to Anderson Green and Stephen Franklin, tonight's most outstanding players, presented by Elite Building Products. Before we sign off, we'll clean up a couple of other stats. In the paint, LCA +8, 32-24, and Eagles with 6 more bench points as well, 14-8. Score was tied 6 times, 8 lead changes. You just knew it was going to go down to the wire. It always does between these two.
Absolutely. You know, both coaches, they anticipated that prior to tip-off, that their games are always close. It comes down to one possession, and tonight it happened again. came down to a 3-ball in the corner with just a few seconds left by an unsung hero, and that concluded the ball game.
Look at the upcoming schedule on Glycod as Bryan Station and Mail tomorrow night from Louisville, and at Henry Clay on Friday, and up here next week at Frederick Douglass. So that'll do it for us tonight. Our statistician was Steve Bird. Our producer also Steve Bird. For Joe O'Million on camera and Murray Garvin, I'm Chris LeBar. Good night from Tates Creek High School. You've been watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been IBEW Local 369, Central Kentucky High School Basketball. IBEW 369, power up your potential. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. CSL Plasma, do the amazing, help save lives. Meyer, higher standards, lower prices. Traditional Bank, because who you bank with matters. And by Community Action of Lexington, Martin's Peterbilt, Lexington Outdoor and Power Equipment, and Allstate Insurance Agent Thomas Allen.
Visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.